What's poppin', y'all? Like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button, y'all. Hit that subscribe button. Mandatory, mandatory. Hit that subscribe button. What's going on? Yo, yeah, hit that subscribe button, y'all. Well, today, man, I just want to talk about the Bloods in New York City. It's crazy right now with everything that's going on, all of the stuff that's going on right now. Everything we got going on in the city, and within the music industry, it's a lot of things that's a little crazy. A lot of things are, how some people may say, a lot of things are watered down, a lot of things like that. Touch upon things in that nature. I was just saying, I wanted to talk about how the blood started. And, a lot of people went through their trials, tribulations, and all. That Alexa, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. That Alexa, she's saying my name out there. That's crazy. But you know what I'm saying? Is it really? Are the Bloods really unified? Everybody has their opinions on certain things. Every other set has some of their unities. Some sets got each other that's going at it. You have some sets that beef with other sets. A lot of things like that. Hold on a second. Yeah, so, see, this thing started with OG Mac, you know, which, everyone, it was time later when everyone found out that, he had cooperated, so before then, he was trying to bring a movement together so he could have a movement for all brothers, all people of color, you know. So, I guess, black people was going through it in the prison system. It was getting it was getting brutalized by the police. Some dudes was getting starved. They was withholding people mail. They was robbing some of the inmates. They was, what I'm saying, they was messing with their food. A lot of stuff. It ain't just dudes that's been getting beat up and jumped like that by the police. There was more things on top of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes everything, pile up to what a lot of these brothers to do what they did. OG Mac, everyone's saying, I don't know who he is, I don't know him, but I know of him. I'm a member of the blood, so you gotta know your history, you gotta know where some of these dudes come from, what they was about, what they did, and everything like that. So if some of these dudes in these descriptions, names that's in the descriptions who I could talk about and stuff like that. So, just listen, hear a little bit. So OG Max started this thing with Leonard McKenzie. That's what I'm gonna call him. You know what I'm saying? I can't give him that. I'm not gonna call him that just for the simple fact that we have another dead eye from Far Rockaway that really has been standing tall, and he is fighting for his freedom right now. You understand? And that's a real stand up guy right there. He's also another generation, first generation to be exact, from back then in the 90s. He's a little older. He's been around since then too. But this guy, Leonard McKenzie, the history on him is just weird. You know, the history on him is very crazy. I'm not just gonna go off of what some of these homies say on the internet because, like I said, I'm a member, so I've been hearing about history for years before this internet stuff, before anybody, before all these guys been doing interviews, and a lot of stuff that they're saying on these interviews and everything. Most of it is on point. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell guys that they're lying or it's not true because that's their truth and those are their experiences, and they actually been there. You know, so I never been up top. I never been in jail with any of these dudes. So I just know of their stories. A few that I met, I don't want to name drop the ones that I have met. You know, so it's gonna go like that. You know, but the thing with Lennon McKenzie is the stuff that I was hearing about him. Yeah, him and OG Mac, him and Omar Porte. You know, that's what we gotta call them guys. Lennon McKenzie, Omar Porte. Those guys, they started this thing. Omar Porte, he cooperated. Leonard McKenzie, he turned crip. He allegedly, what people saying, he was on some playing with boys, timing. You know, when people trying to say that about CK, and it's not true. Leonard McKenzie, they say Leonard McKenzie was playing with boys. You know, so and now he comes out trying to bash these other homies that never had smut on their name. You know, he's putting smut on everyone's name that never had smut. You know, he's putting smut on Tankhead's name, saying Tankhead got hooked up and then he didn't want to. He stayed in the IPC and was scared to come out. I highly doubt. I highly doubt that. You know, I know Tankhead did have a situation because Tankhead had his own set, the Comrades. And, there was a time when the Comrades were ready to go independent. And a lot of people didn't want to see that. A lot of people loved Tankhead. They didn't want to see him go and move on that way. So no, I don't want to say too much and stuff like that on this internet. So, that is neither here nor there. Taker had his situation, his own set and everything, straight like that. Leonard McKenzie, yeah, he want to talk bad on Shaquille's name. He's never no smart on Shaquille's name. That's another brother that's a founder, originator, and he's still good until this day, doing what he got to do, doing the right thing. Shaquille spreading a positive message. And he always been spreading a positive message ever since I've been seeing him on the internet. So, and everything I've been hearing about Shaquille from up till before the internet, he was always a stand-up dude that always fought for the people. He never really, he never really had discrepancies with so many black people like that. He always was always standing up for his people up there behind the walls. You know, just like Moshe. Moshe's another big homie, always stepping up for his people. So a lot of these guys, their names they're still here for a reason because when you do a lot of bulls, bull, bull gonna come with it. These guys realize some of the bull that they did, they have been penalized for by having to go to jail, do their jail sentences. But throughout their bids, they was doing a lot of good. You know, just because the brother's violent, that doesn't mean he's being violent for the wrong reason. Brothers, how they say America's going to defend this country over here and defend that. That's what these brothers are doing. They defending other brothers. So that's not a bad thing, and it was different from back then till now. Now you see how it is now in this day and time. You see people within their own sets that have problems with each other. It's more bloods within bloods that's beefing more than they're trying to stop the oppression of what's coming towards them. A lot of these big guys ignore the suppression that's coming towards them, and they worry about the guy that they should be linking up with, joining up with, so they could both smash the oppression. I feel like a lot of these guys got to be a little more mindful of what they're doing. You got to realize, like, we losing still. We still losing. No matter what, how you want to look at it, we losing. We losing, bro. Like, seriously, we losing. So, and then we have a lot of other guys. We have guys like Pistol Pete. I didn't put Pistol Pete name in the description, but it's gonna be like that sometimes. Some guys I probably forgot to name. There's so many names in the description too. Or some names I don't really remember. You know, you got guys like Pistol Pete. He was a legendary street guy before he was a blood. He had a name before he was blood. You know, so but the only thing is with Pistol Pete, I feel with Pistol Pete is no disrespect to him, but he was really warring on a lot of his own people a lot, you know. So I can't really, you know what I'm saying, I can't really speak on too much of what, you know what I'm saying, what he really did that much, you know. But I did hear when he got from jail though, he was moving a little righteous, moving with a lot of bloods, moving against suppression too with some of the brothers from the first generation, you know, because he's part of first generation, Sex Money Murder, one of the first five sets. So, and then you have a lot of OG Valentines that was around back then. Rest in peace to Scar Valentine, you know. So it was more structured back then. More structured back then. They had a lot of more unity that really came together. And if you needed a sweater or a shirt, oh here you go, blood. Now you see dudes saying where you from. You got 24 hours to get somebody on the phone. 24 hours to get somebody on the phone. Ain't I your black brother? They don't care about that. They don't care. They just need to know who you really know because nowadays people done switched up and moved around so much, and a lot of people switch sets a lot. A lot of sets switched on this. A lot of sets that came and went. A lot of sets got faded. So you know the secret animosity there with some dudes still, and then you have them. You have some of these dudes that got other proteges that's coming up under them that might feel away just for them. You know, some dudes that went another way, and it's just weird with this. Like it's a lot of discrepancies within blood, within Ola. So a lot of guys gotta really think about what they're doing. Like right now, if you do not have to turn blood at gang period, don't fucking do it. Excuse me for my question, but you don't have a reason to know. Even if you have a reason, just don't do it. You know, being in the gang and joining these, it's not even worth it anymore. Because right now there's no real cause. There's no cause at all. No real cause. The homies that sacrificed everything in the beginning, you know, sometimes it's like, what did they do this for? Because they see how a lot of guys is moving. You know, a lot of guys are moving weird. They embracing a lot of other weird people that should never be in the whip, should never be around. And that was the, I'm saying, I think that was the problem with the 6ix9ine situation too. You know, with the 6ix9ine situation, like he, nobody ever would have thought that this guy was gonna be able to even be around stand-up guys like that. Just because you got money, and that's the thing that messes it up. Is because we all need financial stability, but we don't need it in an embarrassing way. You know, so we still gotta have pride with it that comes with it. We still gotta have pride that comes with everything. You know, we gotta have pride that comes with stuff. Some of these things, seriously. You know, sometimes you can't have pride because you know that should have set you back. But in certain situations where you see a guy like that coming around, man, you gotta just have your pride and say, yo, listen, we can get this money on our own, and we gonna be strong and just get this money the right way, total. Now look, you see all of them fighting for half their lives in the feds right now. Fighting for half their lives in the feds. JD, what's the word, bro? Let me give you a wrench, my guy. That's a fact. Let me get, oh, all right. I'm gonna give you a wrench when I'm gonna give you a wrench when I gotta go on YouTube to give you the wrench. So I'm gonna do it on there. Word. But I'm talking about, you know, fucking. I gotta stop cursing too, man. Well, I gotta stop cursing. I'm talking about, you know, just my thoughts on how the Bloods was from early '90s until how it's become to till this day. You know, so it's really different now. You know, 'cause I remember when I was a kid, when I seen a lot of Bloods out here in Queens and all of that, they was moving different. They was moving a lot different. You know, some of them, a lot of them was wearing all red, red sweatpants, and all of that stuff. Now, you see a blood, you don't even know if you can't really tell if he's blood unless you really get up on him and look at his tattoos. To be honest, now because you see dudes, they didn't even dressing like blood, like they hair, everything, like they don't even look like they about nothing doing anything right now. So a lot of things just got a lot of things got misconstrued and got twisted up. It's watered down. I was watching the I was watching the reaction of with Mikey B and Disco on them last night, when they was addressing the bro. And I'm gonna keep it real. I you know, I'm not faulting Mikey B for how he feels. I can't fault him for how he feel, or I can't fault Mikey B for his response. Everybody's entitled to feel how they feel, and I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't think. I think the bro didn't have to go up there. To be honest, I think bro didn't have to go up there at all. And I'm just saying that because of the platform who was on. I just don't rock with him. You know what I'm saying? Some who platform that was. I don't rock with him. I don't, and I never will rock. You know what I'm saying? Like it's neither here or there. I'm saying certain things that's not even to be said on the internet, and that's all I'm gonna say, straight like that. But I feel like bro didn't have to go over there. But the way Mikey B was speaking, I feel like Mikey B wasn't wrong at all. I feel like he was right with everything, you know what I'm saying? And everything how he was saying, the way he feels. And that's and I'm just keeping it tall because I know his I know his drops. I know all the guys that's under Mikey B. They all from over here in my hood. And they are all solid dudes. They all get money. They all take care of their families. They all get money the right way. Mikey B is moving everybody around him into the right path. When he came home, he got all these guys moving straight. Everybody that's around him, they all moving straight. And that's straight like and that's a fact. And I feel like a lot of dudes could learn from some of these things that all these OGs are doing. Mikey B, Mel Cross, you know what I'm saying? I think so. Like I think a lot of them could learn from what they do. Mikey B, Mel Cross, Moshe, because they look at the time that they all did. Over 20 years straight. Everybody that we be seeing on there, on that panel, the We Locked In panel, on Mikey B and Moshe's channel, they all did over 20 years straight. Mikey B, KK, um, Moshe, some of the guests that comes up there, guests that they have. I remember when they had Two Gat Nat up there. When they had Two Gat Nat did about 20 years or more. So and when you combine all them brothers together, that's more than 100 years of fucking, more than 100 years of jail time right there. 100 years of incarceration. Imagine the one person that's getting all of that. So those brothers able to come home from the time that they was doing, they was able to link up and keep moving forward and doing it the positive way and pushing the positive note. You see how they had all of those guys together for that music video, the hip hop music video. The brother the brother Ray Wash. I don't know who he is, but you see, I think he's a Crip. So yeah, I think he's a Crip. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. You know what I'm saying? Well, quote me on it. So I don't want to say the whole thing, but I think so. Only reason why I would say that I could think that because his name is Ray Wash. You know what I'm saying? That's his artist name. So I don't know personally, but I listened to when they had the clips on there. I would listen to the clips and everything like that. When they Moshe and them had their little videos up and everything, I would listen to him rapping in the background while they doing little scenes from the video, and it sound like he's alright. So they go drop that video soon. I respect that. I like how they all moving and bringing everybody together. We got Bloods and Crips coming together. That's how it needs to be. So I respect the fact that they linking up with Blue Boy. You know what I'm saying? They chilling with him and everything. Like I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna say that I don't fuck with Blue Boy. You know, I would say that I still feel like it's a little bit crazy with the situation with him and Larry Davis a little bit. So I would say I still feel like it's a little crazy, but he was going for somebody that he said he was a rapist. He had to get him. He was in the yard. I'm guessing Larry was protecting him. So I'm guessing Larry got in the way. And to be honest, these guys said this is just how Blue Boy was. He was like that through his all the time when they knew him and they hear about him. Everybody that comes through there, wherever he's at, He's just looking up. He's just gonna find out who you are. You know, look for your paperwork, and if you got smut on your paperwork, he just don't want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? So if it's somebody that's solid like that, it's always staying solid. And if somebody's coming around with smut on their name, and then another person that's everybody's, you know what I'm saying, was supposed to be praising because they saw he was a folk hero because he had an incident with the police. You know, that's every gangster's dream to really shoot it out with police, hit the police, and get away. And if you get, you know what I'm saying, if you get caught, you're supposed to beat it. That's every gangster's dream. Like that really is every gangster's dream. I don't care what no one say. So everyone really did look up to Larry and praise him for that. And that's all we saw. And that's all we saw. And we got to keep it tall with that. Nobody paid attention to the fact that he was actually working with the police, selling drugs for them. It ain't like he was a hustler and they was like, all right, you gotta pay us this. No, he was working with them. Like, all right, I'm done with this pack. I need another one. That's what Larry Davis was doing. But but they was extorting him throughout that, shaving shit, taking money from him, making him do this, kill people, and to a point, yeah, it might get tiring. To a point, yeah, it's gonna get tiring. All right, you got someone controlling your life, and then it just didn't stop because he had to go into hiding when he decided he didn't want to do it anymore. He had to go into hiding, and then when they came, he had a shootout, and then he had to go into hiding again after the shootout. You know, so when he went into hiding again, that's when they caught him. He surrendered, and it's like now you in jail. You still doing what they want you to do forever, and then you get killed. It's really, I ain't gonna lie, his story is really fucked up and sad. You really think about it now, like Larry Davis' story is really fucked up and sad. You know, I feel like if if that's exactly how it went down with him and Blue Boy in the yard like that in Shawango, if that's exactly how it went down just like that, I really can't say that it's really messed up and sad because it's dudes up that was up top saying Larry Davis was doing a lot of wicked stuff to people, like people that wouldn't even do nothing to him first. He was sitting there, be feces on people and violate someone's food, stuff like that. And so we can't really say that. Oh, we gotta feel so sorry for Larry Davis and everything, So they say they let the Spanish guy kill him and everything, but hey, at the end of the day, we was all slaves of a white man, even the Spanish people, and we all still black. That's not really the case though. But I know what dudes are saying. You know what I'm saying? The Spanish guy and his crib. But what? No, Larry Davis wasn't no blood. He wasn't no blood. He was a guy he was a Muslim. Yeah, but at the same time, you guys know how jail is. In jail, you're supposed to learn to mind your business, and especially like maybe a guy. I don't know if that guy was Muslim that he was trying to go for. Larry got in the way. I don't know. So we can't really say nothing on that, because what if, what if, what if the tables would have turned and Larry would have killed Blue Boy, and what if Blue Boy would have been the one that got killed? We don't know how some people would have been feeling. We will never know. Who knows how people would have felt if Larry Davis would have came home? Maybe it's so many people that have been up top for years that have been putting in work, and a lot of people. So maybe somebody would have came home while he came home. Who knows? Because he would have been home by now if he didn't die. So if he would have been home, it probably could have been somebody that, what I'm saying, to shit on his name. It could have been anything like that. So That's what I'm saying. Some guys, you gotta understand what sometimes what Blue Boy saying, you may not know it, that could have went down like that. If it went down that way, then we can't really say we feel sorry for Larry Davis because doing he was doing stuff to the inmates that was inappropriate, and then he was defending the rapist. You can't do that, you know. Maybe they say that the dude he Muslim now he took a shahada. No, fuck, hell no, because he it's not like it's a different accusation of where he could have been with a girl around his age too, and then she got mad and then just called the boys or something. And they're like, "Oh, nah, it's really no evidence, but we still gonna fry you because you black." That's not the case. He really took a little ass kid. Larry Davis was defending that. So I'm not even gonna be up for debate about what Blue Boy for that, you know. And the reason why I would take consideration into believing that is only because in jail they're not gonna play around with shit like that. They're not gonna play around with nothing like that in jail. They're not gonna play around with somebody death, or they're not gonna play around with rape. They don't play that in jail. You get me? So you murder somebody who's related to a big person in jail, you end up in that spot, you're dead. Or you just rape somebody, period, you're dead. So you can't be mad at you can't be mad at how some of these guys feel and some of their responses and stuff. Because from what I see from Blue Boy when he has come home, he's not really that much of a bad person. But that's when people come home from jail, they're trying to get their life right. And then and he's over 50 years old. You think he really wants to waste time with doing any nonsense or anything? So he's just really trying to get himself right. And I respect it. That's why I respect all of the homies too that's embracing him, welcoming him home. Because he definitely got history with these guys. These guys wouldn't embrace him like this or anything if he wasn't this official, if he wasn't that much of a good hearted guy. I see Mikey B really shows him love. Shaquille really shows him a lot of love. So B shows him a lot of love. So B is an original. So B is one of the very first bloods on the East Coast. So B been there since '93 when it started. And So B was there. So, when you got guys like So B, Shaquille, you got guys like Corey King, Disco, Disco Bull and Blue, but they had their little back and forth. It's only because it was just jail politics. So, and I respect both of them on hatching it up and burying the hatchet. Disco's a wild dude, though, man. Disco crazy. So Disco, if he wild out on the internet, just know you see him crazy in person, he might get a little crazier. You know what I'm saying? And Disco be bugging, man. Disco be wilding, and he be ready. He always like he just ready to get it on. You know what I'm saying? He always look war ready. So you gotta watch out for Disco, man. Watch out for Disco, cause Disco ready to hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, but I respect all those guys. Though. I respect Disco. I respect, I'm saying Corey King, and even some guys from the newer generation. Live Brim. You know what I'm saying? That's a big homie for real. He's doing a lot of time for you, Live Brim. A lot of guys from this new generation and he's Live Brim is somebody that he still move off of the principles off of the first generation. He's a big homie with his own set, everything. Free La Brick, man, free Latique. That's a real stand up brother right there, seriously. I'm saying that's my big dogs, for real. And he has a lot of his time on his hands. He's trying to get this appeal to come down. He's trying to get this appeal to come back. He's in the feds right now, so he's just trying to make sure La Brick can come home. He get back to his family, start doing things the right way, how you want to do it. Because with somebody like him, that's a leader for the new generation that moves off of the principles and everything as the old generation. We need someone like that around, because these guys can't do it forever. You know what I'm saying? They getting old. They really got to retire. Mikey B retired, but It's like he retired, but he didn't retire, because he's still out here trying to teach the youth. O'Shea's still out here trying to teach the youth. Shaquille's still out here trying to teach the youth. It's up to our generation too to do it for others that's younger. So we don't see none of them in these positions. You know what I'm saying? Like they're really trying to save everybody from going down the same paths that they went, going the same roads that they went, facing the same trials and tribulations they had to go through. Because these younger ones, they really gonna be able to determine how another generation gonna be treated or coming up as, man. So we gotta definitely do something to bring everybody around more. We gotta have more awareness with everybody on all our platforms too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody should be getting on everybody's platform for positive things, and we should all be sharing each other's work. We all should share each other's work. Like seriously, like, I'm waiting for Mikey B and Moshe to do another live when we locked in. I think I might cam up this time. If they put the StreamYard link up, I think I want to go up on there and talk to them. I just want to get some knowledge out of those brothers. I just want some knowledge from them. Like I just really want to build. And I'm gonna have my interview with Ten Toes Down soon. Then I'm gonna have my interview with Corey King. So I'm working right now too. I'm really trying to, and everything is gonna be broken down. It's not gonna be nothing incriminating, so we know how to talk. Because we got to see how we could break the cycle of a lot of. We got to see how we could break the cycle of a lot of dysfunctional things that's going on. Because no one is even really trying to pay attention to these OGs. Because if they was, we wouldn't see all of these kids wilding out here right now. These kids just out here, they just want to do what they want to do. So that interview coming soon with Ten Toes, Corey King. These are all OGs. You know what I'm saying? OGs of OGs, originators from Bloods, East Coast. These good guys been up top doing they numbers up there. These guys are respected guys, all well respected dudes. So that one's gonna come real soon. So I think the way how everything is moving, we gotta have some type of balance because we have no balance. There's no balance right now. YouTube blood, salute, man, salute, 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 man. Just talking about how I feel about how these things been going from 1993 till now. How the Bloods is moving. I was so young when the Bloods had started on the East Coast. I was 4 years old. Like to be honest, 93. I was literally 4 years old. You know what I'm saying? I was born in '89. But from seeing them on the streets as a kid, and then growing up, and then becoming a Blood, and being around it so much, and now that it being a Blood, like I know more things than I did. I feel like a lot of things can be. It can be like, how can I put it? It can be transpired into more positive because it's nothing positive coming out of things now. You see, last night when Mikey B and them, what I'm saying? They spoke their piece about how they felt about the bro, how the bro be speaking on, you know, blues. But I don't think, I feel like everyone is to feel how they feel. So I don't feel like the bro is wrong on how he, oh, we're gonna get on those. We're gonna talk about some of them too. We're gonna talk about some of them. I feel like the bro, he didn't have to go on the panel, that other panel last night, to be honest. He didn't have to. But I feel like everyone's supposed to feel how they feel. He probably feel like Blue Boy is really trying to use things as an advantage to, maybe that's how he could feel. But the way I see how Blue Boy talks and how other guys embrace him, and when they break stuff down from him being up top, it's kind of like a little wacky now. I'm like, nah, Blue Boy seems like a real genuine, sincere guy. But sometimes dudes can do that, and never, sometimes dudes can do that all the time and never really, what I'm saying, show you their real agenda. But I don't think that's what Blue's doing. The apes is running right now. The apes and all the hats. The apes and the hats is getting crazy right now out there in Long Island. YouTube Bloods. Apes out there. The big homie guests. Don. The big homie Don Vito. He be on your channel. He's a big homie too. Don Vito's really like a guy from way back in the days. A lot of people know him. There's a lot of big homies. Don Vito, the big homie Guess. Guess is from Don Vito's hood. Man, what's hats? YouTube Bloods, man. Me and you might have to have a talk later on, man. We have to have a talk later on, YouTube Bloods. I got you. That's my word. I got you. Oh, but the hats is the brims. But we got Manny Brim. That he's from my hood in Long Island and Wild Dance. You got the G Shine homie Mouse. You got Red. You got the G Shine homie Banger. Rest in peace to the big G Shine homie Mizzy. You know, you got big Crips over there, big Crip like Wax. A lot of big homies, man. It's a lot of guys out there, but a lot of people don't give Long Island the credit that people don't give Long Island their credit. Even dudes be banging out, and I don't know if he, I don't, I don't know if he's what's his name? I think he had just came home not too long ago, but I never ran into him yet though. Never ran into him yet, but I think he just came home from a bid up top not too long ago. But I think he's from Long Island too. I think he's from like Nassau. One of my homies put me on the phone with him, so I don't know if he could remember that phone call or not. If he don't, then it ain't that serious. I be remembering a lot of things. I be trying to make sure I stay in tune because I be low. So one of the homies put me on the phone with him, but he could probably remember or not. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of Mac ballers all over the place. Don't yo, you can't you can't listen to what a lot of people say on the internet. You know what I'm saying? They go through what they go through, but there's still a lot of them that still stand 10 toes, and a lot of them that stay solid. And you can't tell them nothing about their set. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter if you tell somebody, "Oh, your set is faded." That dude might move on you as soon as you say that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't get deep into the politics. The thing that I do, let's say somebody said, "All right, that set is faded." I don't get into those politics. I don't even speak on it. You know what I'm saying? You just have to wait till you see, like, all right, there's not one person at all claiming this no more. Okay, so now they must really be faded. That's how I move. Like, I move on for shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go crazy for politics. Like, all right, these niggas say that. Then you got other people that say no. You got these guys feeling the way, and this guy feeling the way over here. And then now what? You got nothing but you got nothing but fucking hellfire and brimstone. You know what I'm saying? You got nothing but fucking bloodshed everywhere. And that's the problem. Like everything be breaking down so crazy. There's no unity. Everybody's looking better than the homies right now. Everybody looking better than the blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's the sad part. And I'm gonna be real. The internet really, I'm saying, really watered things down for a lot of people because, a lot of people started doing interviews, speaking their piece on things because maybe they probably thought that they didn't get time and they thought some of these things wasn't self-incriminating. But you not knowing, and you know what I'm saying? It's times where these people take things and just put things into perspective, put pieces together. They ain't gonna come for you, but they're gonna know so much shit that you said that they're gonna put pieces together to somebody else that was next to you that was putting in all that work. You know? So this is why certain things I try to like not really speak on, like certain history that I wasn't there for. All right, and it was brought to me, and it's history that's washed up now. I speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Like the '93 situation, that shit is washed up now. You get it? Even though that history will still forever be there, but and it's all but it's really washed up now because most of those guys, you know what I'm saying, they either retired or some of them, their names don't matter anymore. You know, like some of their names don't even matter. Like Like that, like the Deadeye guy, Leonard McKenzie. His name really doesn't matter at all, and it holds no merit. And I've never been a big homie, but it's just all of the politics and my bad, yo. That's my Alexa speaker again doing that. Yo, yeah, that was I had my four YouTube blogs. I had a call coming in that was doing, that my Alexa speaker just went off because I had another. That was my other phone. I got three phones, so sometimes it be a little weird sometimes, and sometimes my connection go bad or crazy. I gotta probably might switch over to my other phone and stuff like that. It's annoying, man. This technology shit is crazy too, boy. I'm telling you, and that's another thing that we gotta be mindful of too. Some of these homies, big homies, whatever, all of us, period. We said all bloods, period. I'm not. No one's exempt. Me, nobody. You know, we all need to be mindful of, careful with technology, no matter what we say, because even if no one's on the phone and we all stand in a circle, the government, whatever, they got the little microphones that's tracking things you're saying. Yeah, yeah, maybe I can, but I had seen you put something up. And you say you charging for like 50 and 100, and I'm gonna keep it real with you, YouTube bloods, man. Like right now, I'm in a situation, nigga, a little messed up, but I'm just out here just grinding so I could just get it. You know what I'm saying? So I can just really get it. I'm out here just, I'm gonna make it out the mud, man. Trust me, YouTube bloods. I'm gonna make it out the mud, man. When I make it out the mud, we could do something together. You know, do something together, get in the works. Word, man. I'm willing to work with anybody right now. Well, and I'm not saying just anybody, but all the people that we watch. I'm willing to work with anybody that that we all be in tune because it seems like everyone got a lot of the same audience, subscribers, and things like that. So I'm willing to work with anybody. I'll get on your channel. I got an interview with Ten Toes Down soon. I'm trying to. He told me whenever I'm ready, so I just got to make sure I'm really ready for that interview. I just gotta, get everything together the right way. I want to get like a good little scenery. I want to try to get me a little laptop before I can actually. The reason I haven't done those interviews yet is because I've been trying to just find me a good laptop for a good price. So, if I give me a good little laptop for a good price, we can do these interviews all day. I'm telling you, YouTube blogs, I swear. Yeah, I know, man, but I'm just trying to grind this shit out, man. And I think sometimes it's like I just be feeling like, all right, I see nobody's on right now, and I may have a little topic to talk about right now. So, this I just want to see how it might work, how it might could flow. Because sometimes, throughout the day, I see with certain people go live, and I see, yo, shit, they got a whole bunch of viewers on there. So it's nobody live right now, so I don't know what anybody's doing. But I still don't have all the same subscribers as all these other people. So I only got 50, but I'm working on that. I'm working on it, man. I'm gonna get up there with to where y'all. I'm catching up to y'all, YouTube. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, YouTube bloods. We gonna get this money together, man. We all gonna get this money together. Me, you know what I'm I'm saying? Shaquel, Shav. I wanna work with everybody, man. Like seriously, because everybody got something, you know what I'm saying, everybody got something that, they can still share, you know what I'm saying, to the world that a lot of people might still be interested in listening to. And that's what I'm definitely gonna start doing too, more uploads. I'm gonna start working on all of that. But yo, I'm about to cut out on YouTube Bloods, man. I appreciate you, my guy, my sis, you know what I'm saying? Family, I appreciate you pulling up, showing love. JD, salute, pulling up, showing love. You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up. Might be back on later. You know what I'm saying? Probably not. I don't know. Depends. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, man. Please, y'all. Salute. I'm up out of here, man. I'm about to cut.